Welcome to the channel. Today, first impressions video of the HOKA ONE ONE Mark 4. I'm actually going to talk about how I feel, the ride of the shoe, before I go into the stats later. I'm about 50 minutes into my first run. First impressions are great. The most immediate thing is how light they feel. In fact, that's the one stat I'll give you now. They are, for a UK size 10.5, about 250 grams. So super light. But what I'm very pleased about is actually the upper is pretty flexible, pretty pliable. The width is fine in the toe box so far. But what I did do, just to be honest, I switched out their slightly thicker insole, which they came with an older HOKA ONE ONE insole that's very, very thin. And that gives you just about 2 millimeters more, 2 or 3 millimeters more space in the toe box. And that lets the shoe break in a bit more, well, in my opinion anyway. But the upper so far is fine, it's working really well. Very, very soft, very comfortable. I guess the magic is in that midsole, and it's sort of, as I said, very light, cushioned, responsive. I mean, these are things that always gets pinged about in trainer reviews, but these again have a very good balance between cushion and responsiveness. I think they're 5 or 4 mil drop. I'll clarify later, but they feel very, very neutral, but very, almost a bit lower. So, and actually the midsole, because they've used different compounds in there, so let's say the Clifton, it reminds me a bit of the Ultra Ego, that sort of soft, responsive feel. The Ultra Ego midsole in the Escalante. I wanted to get another lightweight road shoe. I looked at the Rincon, but I think that's going to be too narrow. I didn't really want to get the Clifton because I think the Clifton just has a bit more arch support and it pushes the arch up a little bit. And I personally don't like that extra arch support pushing up. I prefer, well, these ones here in the Mark 4, they feel just very neutral and again sort of almost flat. So it lets your natural spring in your foot go up and down like it should. So the other thing is that I'm pretty impressed with so far is the stability of the shoe. Its platform's nice and wide, and you have a nice ground feel, which is surprising. So I think the ground feel might be to do with the Pro Fly midsole. It's definitely not super max cushioned or anything, and it definitely is much more responsive, but it's nice, and that enables you to feel just the ground a lot better. Back home now, and as I said, I'll give you the stats of the shoe. So here we have the HOKA Mark 4. As you saw earlier, 253 grams. It's a 29 mil stack height in the back and 24 in the front. So it is a 5 mil drop. Up front in here, we have the semi-gusted tongue inside. I don't know if you can sort of see that, but a nice semi-gusted tongue inside there. Very comfortable. Really nice lockdown, and basically really soft, lovely soft, super soft upper, very, very comfortable. And I do know that I've also heard reports that the Mark 4 is less narrow than most HOKAs, and that's why this is definitely more accommodating. And it has worked with my foot after run 1 really, really well. So I'm really impressed. The first run, the first test, the first impressions are really, really good. I think the magic in here again is in the midsole. It's a dual density midsole. We've got the Pro Fly on top, and then underneath here we have a rubberized foam, which gives it that sort of, I guess, more responsive, bouncy, fun feel. It's just a perfect balance between, and I know I've said this before millions of times, but between responsiveness and cushion. It's just, they hit the nail on the head completely with the feel underfoot. It is, again, both responsive and really well cushioned. So well done, HOKA, on that. As I said before, super lightweight, really comfortable, nice and neutral. It does feel, you you pretty much forget about it in your foot. Nice wide base too. Obviously, we had that weird tapered sort of tail thing here. This weird taper tail thing at the end. Tailor, whatever it's called, spoiler thing. But that works, and I think that just helps you maybe on the downhills a little bit, just to take some impact out. But I haven't really noticed anything on that yet. So all I can say is, so far, really, really good. I know that the Mark 4, again, I had the one, which I didn't like. I felt it very firm, very clunky, just not attractive either.
and the reports have been the same. Basically, other people have also said the predecessors to the Mark IV haven't really been on point, and that is kind of why I think maybe the Mark has gone under the radar a little bit more than, because obviously the Rincon, the Clifton, the Edge, all those ones have sort of been in the limelight. But I've got to say, I'm super impressed. If I can fit into the shoe without any issues, with width and toe space, then I think most people can. In fact, if anything, people with narrow feet might have to cinch down a little bit more, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. But so that's it. First impressions run. All good, all done. Let me know down below in the comments if you've tried this, if you've got this, if you've had this, and how you think this compares to the Rincon, to the HOKA, and any other sort of any other road shoe out there as well. But as I said, the road shoe, as I said, this is the first road shoe I've bought for a while, because I just wanted something a little bit more lightweight. I nearly went for the Ultra Touring 5, but the 4.5 is still working really well, and there's no need to get that. And I don't know, I just quite fancied this snazzy colourway too. Right, that's it for me. So thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do click that subscribe button. It would be very, very much appreciated. And if you have, then many, many thanks. I'm gonna leave it there, say goodbye. So thanks for watching, see you soon, take care, bye-bye.